What's up, everyone? You're watching thatDROP.com. My name is DJ Jounce. Thanks for tuning in. First of all, thanks for having me. I've been in music pretty much my whole life, as far as, just being a musician. I was a band nerd growing up, played in rock bands and whatnot, but I didn't really go full steam into electronic music until about 2012 or so, and now that's what I do full time pretty much. Absolutely love it. Being in rock bands was great, but just being able to be an electronic musician, the possibilities are endless. You can create pretty much any sound you want. You don't have to just have one drum kit, you don't have to just have one bass, one guitar. I play guitar, but with electronic music you can pretty much do whatever synthesizers you want, design any sound you want, and boom, there it is. And just the possibilities are crazy. Yeah, like I said, I was a musician first, playing guitar and other instruments, and then one of my close friends who was a DJ at a local nightclub in Los Angeles asked if I could help him out by starting to learn how to DJ, because he needed to bring in resident DJs and start doing weekly things at a nightclub. And I figured, why not? I've always loved dance music, but I never really considered DJing until that time, and once I got into it, I just absolutely loved it. Just being able to grab different parts of different songs, mash them together, or just not have any sort of boundaries as far as, okay, you're a rock band, you only have to do this. I love all different styles of music. I listen to pretty much everything, so being able to go from hip-hop to any top 40 EDM remix to flat-out house is awesome. Let's see, I think one of the first times I was doing all house music was in Hollywood. It was at Echo, which is since changed its name, but it's just a lot of fun. It was actually a post-Grammy party, so there's a lot of industry people in town, and invited a ton of friends out. We had all sorts of, we actually had a photo booth there. We had just tons of stuff going on. It was a lot of fun, and right then and there I knew I was pretty much hooked on being full-time in electronic and house music, and I haven't looked back since. One of my most memorable shows was probably in Ibiza. I DJ'd in the main room at Amnesia, and also I did some sunset boat cruises as well in Amnesia, and I also DJ'd at Pasha. So that whole experience, I'll just wrap up into one, was probably one of the most memorable weeks I've ever had. Absolutely love Ibiza, and if you haven't been there yet, I definitely recommend it. Yeah, touring overseas definitely has its pros and cons, but the pros far outweigh the cons. I'll start off with the cons because there's only a couple. Really, it's just the travel. I could literally be in 3 different countries on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So in 3 days, you have to go through international travel, go through customs and immigration, and not every country is necessarily that efficient as far as getting foreigners through. I do remember, just as a funny little story, the first time I toured overseas in Asia, I'm used to, in the US especially, the security's pretty tight, so I'm ready to go through the security line, and I'm literally taking my shoes off, unbuckling my pants, and everyone's looking at me like, what is this guy about to do? Is he ready to just take off all his clothes? But the security finally came over and said, you don't need to do all that, just go through. So went through okay, but one thing I love about touring overseas, especially in Asia, is you just get, everyone speaks different languages in the different countries, but music truly is, in my opinion, a universal language. So even if we don't fully understand each other in terms of actually talking or speaking, we're all able to relate to each other, and there's no better feeling than being the conductor with the music and having the dance floor go nuts and everyone's having a great time despite the language barrier. Music is truly a universal language, and I've found that in every country I've gone through. I've met great people, learned about different cultures. It's just been a great way for me to travel and meet different people. So now whenever I go overseas, I have a small pocket of friends in a lot of the main cities I go to. Even though I go to different cities every year, it's just good knowing that I've got small families in different parts of the world over there. Yeah, interestingly enough, a lot of them are very familiar with Western music, so it's not like I go to each city and I think, oh geez, what's the local flavor of the month, or what are they most into? So I try to stay true to the music that I'm best known for, which is mostly electro house and progressive house. And then, I mean, I have influences of future house, a little bit of trance, a little bit of trap, but as far as, my typical DJ set is mostly electro house and progressive house. And I found that they're pretty well they respond pretty well to the different styles that you would hear over in the States or anywhere in Europe. And it's just a lot of fun. Like I said, music is a universal language, so there really hasn't been any problems. It's great when I'm able to, play some of my own music or my mashups and remixes as well, and they respond to those. So it's pretty, all that work in the studio pays off when you go on the road and you see everyone responding positively to that. Yeah, it's been a long time coming because this project started a while ago, but Christina Novelli, who you guys may or may not know, is a great EDM singer. She's actually one of my favorites. I first heard her on Gareth Emery's Concrete Angel track, and since then I've always been a big fan of her. So being able to work with her was just a huge honor, I guess, in some ways. And we worked on a track. It's called Nobody Knows, and my original release of that came out in March of this year. And we did the release in two parts. So the first part has my original track as well as two remixes, one by Hazem Batagli, which is a mellow trance version, and then another one by Moonbeam, which is more of a techno version. And then we just released part two, I think last month, and that has Zack Edward doing an electro house remix, has Tropical Chaos doing a deep house remix, and Phillipe El Sisi doing a really cool upbeat trance remix. So we had a lot of different flavors in there. The response has been great. A few of the remixes made it into Beatport's top 100 in their respective genres. So that's the first for me. So it's a great stepping stone, and I'm hoping to keep that momentum going. Yeah, I'm always in the studio getting stuff done as fast as I can. So I've got a few other collaborations in the works right now. I can't disclose any names right now, but hopefully they'll get out in the next month or two. So later this summer, you should hear some more music and collaborations from me. And I'm just as excited about these new ones as I was with the Christina Novelli. So just trying to keep that momentum going and bringing out more tracks. Yeah, all my social media handles are DJ Jounce, so that's DJ Jounce. But on my website, thatDROP.com, this has all the latest news, and there's places on there where you can download stuff for free, and certainly on my SoundCloud as well. So gonna try to just get it out there in every way possible on Twitter, post on the Instagram, everywhere. Yeah, it's a great question. People ask me this. It's hard for me to put myself in one little box because I listen to so many different styles. I have so many different influences. I grew up listening to literally classical and jazz music and rock and, pretty much everything, dance music. But now, I guess if you had to put me in certain categories, it'd be mostly electro house and progressive house. I've got hints of some trap, some trance, definitely a lot of future house in my blood as far as what's working into my current productions. So it's a mix of everything, and I think that blend that I have is what makes me unique. Sure, every DJ can say that to a certain degree, but I actually have had a lot of people tell me that when they've heard some of my original stuff or my remixes, that they think this is some interesting stuff, like if they haven't heard it done this way, and that's cool because I'm definitely not trying to follow anyone else that's out there or redo what any of the top DJs are doing or producers are doing. I'm just working on my own sound, and that's, to me, one of the most gratifying things about being a musician and an artist is I can focus on my own sound and do it, and at the end of the day, if people like it, great. If not, I'm still doing my own thing and I'm not going to stop. Yeah, there's so many great talents out there right now. A couple that come to mind. Cryo Man he's already getting his name out there pretty well, and he's doing some really cool stuff. And I think what's cool about him is that he's not bound to any particular genres or walls either. He's just doing his own thing, and he's got a unique sound. And another thing that's cool about him is, you know, he's not getting caught up with a lot of gimmicky stuff, but he does have these really cool, when he goes on tour, he has these huge robots and they're shooting off CO2 cannons and everything, so it's a pretty cool show, I think, from what I've seen. Another guy that I like as far as his productions go, and he seems like a really cool guy, is Lenny Mendy. And these are guys that are all online, so you can check them out. But same thing, just a cool, unique sound, doing his own thing, not trying to follow any particular blueprint, and just making some really great music. And yeah, I'm definitely fans of both of them. Yeah, I could talk forever on this one, but I'll just try to keep it short and sweet. First of all, I just want to thank everyone who's ever supported me in any way, whether it's even just liking the most insignificant post on any of my social media or people that have come out to any shows. Definitely love the support, because music is my passion. It's what I want to do. It's what I'm going to continue to do, and being able to do it for my life is a privilege, I think, and any support I get in doing that, I'm forever grateful for, so can't express my gratitude enough. All my social media handles are DJ Jounce, so you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You know, my website's djjounce.com, so please follow me there. Hit me up with a message anytime. I try to be as responsive as possible, and yeah, I just want to thank thatDROP as well.